G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I am back with another Dissidia Final Fantasy NT video, and this time I'll be talking a little bit about the story mode. Now, I've been playing it on the channel now, and I've actually just purchased the full Japanese release of Dissidia Final Fantasy NT on the PS4. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions asking about if there is a story mode in it, and if it's decent, or if it's, or kind of how it functions. So in this video, I'm going to go over the story mode, kind of how it works. I can't comment much on the actual story itself, as the entire thing is in Japanese and I can't understand. Well, I can understand a word of it, and that's about it. But the main focus of this video is to talk about the kind of mechanics, the way you unlock the story, and how it flows. So the story mode is basically a big lot of nodes that function as a flowchart almost, and the way this works is that you have to use certain tokens that you can get from doing various things in the game. You can get them from doing rush mode. I'm not sure about online mode, as I haven't tried that yet, but I imagine you would get some rewards out of it. But the most easy and consistent way to get them is by leveling up your player level, which is done by doing any of the modes in the game. Once you get these tokens, you can come into story mode, and each one of these nodes will cost 1 token to unlock. And as you can see here, it is actually a pretty big story. It has branching paths, and each one of these paths you'll kind of follow a different group of the heroes that split off at some point to go look for the crystals. At this moment, you don't get to play as the villains, but maybe they'll add that in with future DLC or something. It'd be really cool if we had like a villains branching story. It would basically double the story that we've already got. Most of the nodes on the flowchart are actually just event or cinematic or exposition nodes, and when you click on them, you'll kind of get a little bit of a cinematic with a few characters talking to each other and telling you a little bit about the story, and you can see the paths that the various heroes take. Then there is the red or the action or fight nodes, and on these ones you can take on various teams. Most of the time it is like a doubles of your team, so you're fighting like shadow copies of yourselves, but there's also setups against the heroes versus the villains as well. But the best version of these action nodes is the summon battles, and you get to battle against all the summons that are in the game, and it's 3 versus 1, so you've got a massive summon in the middle of the arena, and it's just you and 2 AI, and you have to go after this this summon. It's actually a pretty epic mode, and the boss mechanics in it are really quite fantastic. It's really something reminiscent of an MMO. There's a lot of stuff you have to look out for, and the moves are all telegraphed very well, so as long as you've got enough skill, you can kind of avoid most of the attacks. So a really fun mode. After you get to certain points in the story by unlocking enough nodes and leveling up your story level, you will actually unlock some of these modes offline or in the rush battle mode. So you can come back and do these various battles under different conditions. There is also a reward for doing the entire story. If you unlock all of the nodes, then you actually unlock kind of a secret ending and a secret battle as well. I'm not really going to say too much about that, but it is definitely worth your while to unlock all of the nodes here. So there is a quick overview of the story mode. I know a lot of you people were kind of thinking, I kind of want it for the story, but there doesn't seem to be much of a one. I think the beta could have done itself a favor by actually including one of those event battles in it, so people knew that there was battles in the story mode. But anyway, here is proof that it is there, and I can tell you the story mode is quite a bit of fun. I did enjoy it. I cannot wait to see it in English. I think it's going to be really quite something cool. So the English beta for Dissidia Final Fantasy NT starts on the 12th, which is pretty much tomorrow from this the release of this video. So if you haven't played Dissidia yet, make sure you jump in there. It is an open beta to anybody on the PS4, so if you're kind of on the fence about this game, make sure you jump in there and give that a shot. It'll give you a pretty good idea of what the game is going to be like. Personally, I am really loving Dissidia Final Fantasy at the moment. It's a lot of fun, and I'm very much looking forward to the English release. Anyway guys, if this video did help you out, then please leave a thumbs up. If you got any comments or suggestions, then leave them down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. This has been Lemon Eating Cow. Boo!